leads 4-0, 18 minutes to go in the first half. Lincoln Land's getting second chance shots, but they're not making the most of their opportunities. John Wood the other way. O'Brien with the shot and the foul, and she will head to the free throw line. Funneman with the foul for Lincoln Land. O'Brien hits the first one. We'll have our first substitution of the game for Lincoln Land. Anna Butterfield comes in, a sophomore out of Williamsville, Illinois. O'Brien with her second. It's good. And Lady Blazers have the shutout going here, 6-0. Lincoln Land trying to find the basket. Driving to the hole, tossing it up, and not finding the rim is Jessica Armour. And John Wood will go the other way. Caitlin White running the show for John Wood. She'll throw it away, but it will be tracked down. O'Brien saves it, avoids the turnover. She drives in the paint, puts the shot up, puts the pass up, I should say, and it goes out of bounds off the hands of Lincoln Land. John Wood on the post, and I heard that slap all the way up here, and they will call the foul. Shelby Krager the foul, second team foul on Lincoln Land. And Ashlyn Four at the free throw line. It's good, 7-0 John Wood. 17 minutes and change in the first half. At halftime, we're going to talk to Blazer men's head coach Brad Hoyt about this season, how things are going as they prepare for the home stretch and hoping to make a deep run in NJCAA Division II. Kick out and a three, no good. John Wood with the rebound going the other way. O'Brien with it. She drives, dishes, pop from the top of the key, and good. Brianna Taylor. Taylor with the basket, and John Wood with a 10-0 lead. Here in the first half, playing on Mountain Dew Court. Boy, Lincoln Land just can't find the basket. Yet another miss, but they're getting some second chance shots. They're getting some rebounds, but they can't make anything happen. They'll try a three from the top of the key, and it's good. Jessica Armour breaks the drought for Lincoln Land as John Wood leads at 10-3. And John Wood will turn it over as Caitlin White a little out of control. We'll get our first substitution of the night for John Wood, and that's going to be Hannah Reller, the freshman from Quincy High, getting her first action of the ball game. Left-hand shot up in the lane, no good as Kelsey Forsyth can't get it to fall. Lincoln Land did a good job of getting back on defense. O'Brien kicks it out to Reller, back up the top of the key, inside. Strong move to the hoop, and good by Brianna Taylor. Lincoln Land loses it, but they still manage to maintain possession again. They're going to try the three again. It won't go. Strong rebound, and we're going to get a foul. Anna Butterfield, the foul on Lincoln Land. That'll be the third team foul against Lincoln Land. And we've got a substitution for the Lady Blazers. Shea Barrett out of Collinsville checking into the ball game. O'Brien now handling point guard duties for John Wood. Drives to the right side, dumps it inside to the post. Strong move, but can't get it to fall. But Reller tracks down the loose ball. Going to get it back into the post, but turns it over. Long pass. Lincoln Land going to track it down. Too hard a shot off the glass by Jessica Armour. Lincoln Land with the rebound, but lost it out of bounds, and now it will be John Wood basketball again. Yeah, Lincoln Land is really holding its own on the boards tonight, but they can't get any shots to fall, and they're having some turnover issues. John Wood, in the meantime, well, they're getting some shots to fall, getting good high percentage shots. That's the key. They're doing a nice job of distributing the basketball, working it around, and getting it inside of their post players. Driving to the hole and hitting the bottom of the rim, no, but a very nice rebound by Ashlyn Four. And the sophomore out of New Berlin with another basket. 14 minutes to play in the first half. John Wood leads 14-3. Lincoln Land gets it inside. Boy, another one. Can't get it to fall. Inability to use the glass properly leads to a miss. And the Lady Blazers have it again. And we're going to get a jump ball call. And the possession arrow favors Lincoln Land. Lamia White going to check in for John Wood and Grace Luce. So Luce, a freshman out of Bloomington, Indiana, and White, a freshman out of St. Louis. (14-3) our score. 13.5 minutes left. Turnover by Lincoln Land. Here comes Reller. Long pass to O'Brien. Up and in. Basket and a foul. Lady Blazers doing very little wrong here in the first half. Haley Lockhart, the freshman out of Mount Vernon, with the foul, and Shea O'Brien to convert the three-point play. She can't do it. Rebound tracked down by Lincoln Land, but she's trapped and turns it over. Four gets it and tosses it back up top to Grace Luce. Luce now over to O'Brien. And the Pittsfield guard drives, and we're going to get another foul. Going to be an offensive foul. Player control foul on Shea Barrett, and that'll be also counted as a turnover. And that gives the ball to Lincoln Land. Molly Sloman, a freshman guard, will bring it up for Lincoln Land. Krager on the high post, loses handle of it. Three-pointer up and falls. Molly Sloman knocks it down. Oh, it's only a two. Had her foot on the line. John Wood the other way. Drive to the basket by Grace Luce. And we're going to get a timeout. We'll take a break here as well. 30-second timeout. John Wood leads 18-5 on QJTV.
When you've had an injury or illness that slowed you down, waiting to get back to your normal routine can be discouraging. The primary goal of our physical therapy services at Quincy Medical Group is to help you return to the activities you love. In Quincy, Mount Sterling, Pittsfield, Lewistown, and Canton, we offer over 75 years of combined experience in restoring function and decreasing pain. Our comprehensive team is ready to assist you. Now in 5 locations, Quincy Medical Group's Therapy Services Department.
12:44 remaining in the first half. Bob Goff bringing you John Wood Community College Trailblazer basketball. Lady Blazers hosting Lincoln Land and leading 18-5 with 12.5 minutes to play in the first half. Lincoln Land not getting shots to fall. John Wood getting shots to fall. Pretty much the storyline here at the Student Activity Center on the campus of John Wood Community College. O'Brien moves it over. High post was Amanda Scott. Now Luce has it. Shot from the elbow is good by Shea Barrett. 20-5, Lady Blazer lead. Norm Rodriguez doing a little teaching on the bench. And whatever he's teaching is working so far. We're going to get a foul, which will be, I believe, the second foul of the night on John Wood. Grace Luce with the foul. Her first, second team first. On the line for Lincoln Land is Brianna Lewis. And she misfires on her first one. As we said, the Lady Loggers entered this game with an 11-7 record and a 2-1 record in the Midwest Athletic Conference as she hits her second. But they are struggling here tonight in Quincy. John Wood avoids a turnover. Inside of the post, kicks it back out. Shot goes up, won't fall. And going to get a foul on John Wood. LeMaya White. And that's White's first foul, third team foul on the Lady Blazers. Sloman running the show for the Lady Loggers. Out of bounds, and it'll stay with Lincoln Land. Casey Gorza will check in for Lincoln Land. Number 5. (20-6) is our score with 11:20 remaining in the first quarter. Ball worked into the post. Shot goes up and in for Brianna Lewis, number 20, with that basket. And it's now 20-8 as Lincoln Land is clawing back just a little bit. Pass inside. Nope, can't work it around. And turnover, it'll go to Lincoln Land. So John Wood a little sloppy the last couple of trips down the floor. Lincoln Land see if they can take advantage and get into double digits on the scoreboard. Haley Lockhart dumps it inside. Gorza. Shot up on the wing, won't fall, as Cuffle can't get it to go. And the ball goes over to the Lady Blazers. Erica Brown going to check back in, the 5'7" sophomore out of Eolia, Missouri. And a little full court pressure by Lincoln Land now. Token pressure, as once the Lady Blazers got the ball in, they backed it off. White driving. She'll stop and pop from inside the arc. Won't get it to fall, but the ball's tipped out on the wing and stays in the hands of the Lady Blazers. White with it on the wing. Top of the key to Barrett. Back to White, works it inside, shot up, and we're going to get a foul, and Amanda Scott's going to go to the free throw line. The freshman of Wentzville. Haley Lockhart with a foul, and it's the 6th team foul against Lincoln Land, and Scott will shoot. And rattles the first one in and out. Here's the second, and it loops and won't go. Lincoln Land pushes the other way. Sloman at the point. On the wing to Lockhart. She'll fire it up. Long won't go, and John Wood with the rebound. Long pass down the floor to Scott. Scott backs off, works it back up the top of the key. Shot up. It will bounce off the rim but won't fall, and we're going to get an offensive foul against Amanda Scott. Scott's first foul, 14th foul against the Lady Blazers, as 4 is going to check back in, as is Brianna Taylor for John Wood, and Fenneman will check back in for Lincoln Land. John Wood, no full court pressure. They'll just pick up their players as they get half court. Wide open on the baseline, though, and we're going to get an errant pass. Looks like even a foul. We will have a foul on Erica Brown. Caitlin White going to check back in for John Wood, as Norm Rodriguez making some substitutions. Shot up, won't go. John Wood with the rebound as Taylor gets it. And loose at point guard for John Wood. Into the post, works it back up to the top. Back up high post, 4 can't handle it. Loose has it on the wing. 4 will pop it from the free throw line, can't get it to go, but it gets it, knocks it back up, tips it up and in. Brianna Taylor with that basket as she knocked the ball away from the Lincoln Land defender and put it up and in. 22-8, John Wood leading, 9 minutes remaining in the first half. Steal by John Wood, pass ahead, and the shot up, and it will fall for Erica Brown. Three-pointer goes up for Lincoln Land by Sloman. It won't fall. John Wood has it and will go the other way. Norm Rodriguez wanting his ladies to push the issue. Three-pointer on the wing. It's good! Long three-pointer by Erica Brown. Lincoln Land wants a timeout. We'll take a full timeout here, 60 seconds. You're watching Lady Blazer basketball on QJTV.
Her classes transferred, no problem. John Wood gave both my kids a great start, a no-brainer for us. My name is Doug Porter, and I'm the proud father of 2 daughters who attended John Wood Community College. It's your college for your life.
Design, build, and transport products for the future right here at John Wood Community College. John Wood provides the training you need to get the good-paying job you want. Employers are looking for highly skilled technical workers in manufacturing, electrical, construction, computer-aided design, truck driver training. Getting started is easier than you think. Call John Wood today or go online at jwcc.edu. John Wood Community College. It's your college for your life.
Welcome back to the Student Activity Center on the campus of John Wood Community College in Quincy, Illinois. Bob Goff bringing you John Wood Community College basketball. The first game of a doubleheader tonight, the Lady Blazers taking on the Lady Loggers of Lincoln Land, and everything going well for John Wood. There's 8:10 remaining in the first half, and John Wood leads Lincoln Land 27-8. And John Wood's been torrid from the field. Lincoln Land, on the other hand, it's like they've got some saran wrap or wax paper or something across that rim because they just can't get anything to go. And another turnover by the Lady Loggers. John Wood has done an excellent job. Shea O'Brien has not had to carry the load tonight. She has contributed, but it's been a team effort. Lots of different ladies have dented the scoreboard here. Wide open inside, Ashlyn 4 as she gets another one, and she has 6 points for John Wood. She has 6 points. Brianna Taylor has 6 points. Erica Brown has 5. There's your leading scorers for John Wood Community College. And we're going to get a foul on John Wood as the Lincoln Land player was driving. Norm Rodriguez questioned it mildly, but let it go. And because he's got a 21-point lead, so no need to push the issue. But Lincoln Land will throw it in. O'Brien going to come back in as she is the leading scorer for the Lady Blazers. She's tallying 16.5 points a game. She's also hitting 36% from the land of 3. Lincoln Land with it. And Sloman will travel and give it back over to John Wood. Kelsey Forsyth, one of the starting 5 for Lincoln Land, will check back in for head coach Gary Albert. And Caitlin White will bring it up the floor for Lady Blazers. She'll pass it ahead to Brianna Taylor. And now O'Brien has it. O'Brien dribbling around the perimeter. Out on the right wing, skip pass to the left wing. Shot clock ticking down, and a long 3 by Erica Brown rattles down, and John Wood now up 32-8 with under 7 minutes to play in the first half. Like I said, the records coming in may have been a bit deceiving as Lincoln Land entered with an 11-7 mark as they get a basket to fall to end their drought. As Haley Lockhart gets on the scoreboard for the Lady Loggers. As we said, Lincoln Land entered this one 11-7, John Wood 8-13, but it's been all John Wood this first half. Shot clock ticking down again. Boom! Shea O'Brien with a 3. And, again, the Lady Blazers just do no wrong tonight. It's been outstanding passing, working the shot clock down, and back-to-back threes. And Lincoln Land answers with a 3 from Jessica Armour, the sophomore guard out of Bartonville Limestone. O'Brien with it. Running the show, she's the leading scorer and the leading assist maker on this team. A turnover, though, for John Wood as Lincoln Land comes the other way. Driving the baseline, and we'll get a foul, and Jessica Armour is going to go to the free throw line. Foul's going to be on Erica Brown. It's her second foul and the team's 7th foul as Armour goes to the free throw line. First one good. Lamia White going to check in for John Wood. And Brianna Lewis will check in for the Lady Loggers. Armour makes her second to pull to within 20 with 5.5 minutes to go in the first half from Quincy. White drives, can't find anything, so she kicks it out to O'Brien. O'Brien with a sweet bounce pass, and Caitlin White cashes in. I thought we were going to have a jump ball, but we don't. But we get a drive, and we get a foul before the shot. Shea O'Brien commits the foul. It's her first. And it's going to be the 1-and-1 for Brianna Lewis. As that foul puts them in the bonus. She makes her first. Misfires on the second, but she tracks down her own rebound. Box out the shooter is rule number 1. Shot from the wing is good. Three-pointer by Jessica Armour. And that pulls Lincoln Land to make it a 37-19 ball game. 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Again, coming up at halftime, we'll talk to Brad Hoyt, the men's coach here at John Wood Community College. His Blazers, well, they're in first place in the Midwest Athletic Conference with a 3-0 mark and a 14-7 record overall, as White's 3 is no good and Lincoln Land comes the other way. Armour driving, she scoops it, can't get it to go. Stick back up and in by Shelby Krager. Under 4 minutes to go in the first half. John Wood still with a commanding 37-21 lead, although Lincoln Land seems to have found its rhythm a bit. And a three-pointer is long by Lamia White, and it'll be Lady Logger basketball. Norm Rodriguez is going to summon some substitutions as Amanda Scott and Shea Barrett get ready to check in. Driving to the hole and getting stripped on the way up. Lady Blazers coming the other way. Shot is short, but O'Brien's there for the rebound and the putback. Shea O'Brien with the basket. And she's got 11 points. As I said, she's leading this team with 16 and a half, and she's had a nice first half so far. As Lincoln Land knocks it out of bounds. Also checking in for Lincoln Land is number 2, Molly Sloman. Pass up top into the hands of Caitlin White. O'Brien on left wing. She drives, dumps it off, and Lamia White is going to pull it out, but we're going to get a foul. Or we're going to be on the out-of-bounds line. All right, looks like we're on the sideline, and it will go over to Lincoln Land. Norm Rodriguez is protesting to no avail as Hannah Ruller, the Quincy product, checks back in. Norm pleading his case with John Schild, but not so much. Coach Rodriguez not sounding satisfied with an 18-point lead right now. Sloman gets it up top. High post to Krager. And another foul. Shea Barrett with the foul as Krager will go to the free throw line. Krager shooting the 1-and-1, makes the first one. 39-22 with 2:43 remaining in the first half here on Mountain Dew Court. Second shot is long, and Barrett ends up corralling it for the Lady Blazers. High post, Amanda Scott. O'Brien with it, back to Scott. Now Barrett. O'Brien flashes the lane but doesn't get it. Reller gets it over, and the Lady Blazers throw it out of bounds. Sloman brings it up. And going to get a little walk on the wild side by Krager. It'll go the other way. And we just a shade over 2 minutes remaining in the first half. John Wood with it. Reller has it, top of the key. Over on the wing to White. Back to Reller. Bounce pass inside to Scott. Turnaround. Good. Gets it to fall. 41-22, Lady Blazers. Sloman over on the wing to Brianna Lewis. Lewis is going to drive and take too many steps, and we'll go the other way. Minute 30 left. Full 30 on the shot clock, of course, for John Wood. Caitlin White running the offense for John Wood. Over on the left wing, Reller up top. Barrett inside, up and in for Amanda Scott. Just like the coach drew it up, as that lead is back up to 21 points. Sloman drive into the hole, can't get it to fall. Ball is tipped out into the hands of Brianna Lewis, who drives. She hits the front of the rim as well. Rejected by Barrett. Lady Raiders coming the other way, but now we're going to get a whistle. And Brianna Lewis with the foul, the 6th-team foul on the Lady Loggers. And John Wood has it with 51.8 on the clock. So Lincoln Land will get one more possession at least before we hit halftime. Wide open in the post is Amanda Scott for another basket. And I'll tell you what, she does a great job of getting open. She gets that opponent on her hip, and she just opens up, and she's just had that all night long. Sloman over on the wing to Lewis. Lewis drives for Lincoln Land, can't get it to fall, tipped around. John Wood has it. And with 22 seconds left, so no shot clock. Reller over on the wing, inside to Scott. Barrett, back up to O'Brien. 10 seconds on the clock. O'Brien with it. O'Brien, three from the top of the key. Good! Shea O'Brien knocks it down, and John Wood will go to the half with a 48-22 lead. Great performance by Norm Rodriguez's Lady Blazers. We'll take a break to hear from our fine sponsors, and we'll talk it over with head coach for the men, Brad Hoyt, at halftime. You're watching John Wood Community College basketball on QJTV.
Students, what better place to open your first checking account than Bank of Quincy? With an initial deposit of just $50, you'll receive your first ATM Visa debit card and your first book of checks free. At Bank of Quincy, you'll be able to do your banking and pay your bills online too. For more, come see us at 12th and Broadway or 48th and Broadway, helping you to grow. That's what we do at Bank of Quincy, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
When you've had an injury or illness that slowed you down, waiting to get back to your normal routine can be discouraging. The primary goal of our physical therapy services at Quincy Medical Group is to help you return to the activities you love. In Quincy, Mount Sterling, Pittsfield, Lewistown, and Canton, we offer over 75 years of combined experience in restoring function and decreasing pain. Our comprehensive team is ready to assist you. Now in 5 locations, Quincy Medical Group's Therapy Services Department.
And welcome back to the Student Activity Center here on the campus of John Wood Community College. We've got 13 and a half minutes left in our halftime, and we'll hear more from our sponsors later, but we want to talk to Brad Hoyt, the coach of the John Wood men, and look at you sitting on top of the conference standings after 3 games.
Yeah, after 3 games. It's like I told somebody the other day, it's like winning in the 3rd inning. You know, you have the lead in the 3rd inning, and things can change pretty quick. So we've gotten off to a good start, but it can change in a heartbeat, and we've got a good contest here tonight.
14-7 overall, 3-0 in the conference coming in, and tonight, tell us a little bit about Lincoln Land.
Well, they play a completely different style. They're one of those teams that want to win games in the 50s, and they want the score really low, and they pack it in defensively. They're really physical. They'll set 8 to 10 to 12 off-ball screens, and so our guys will get hit, back screens, and up. It's a completely different style than what we're used to. So it's one of those situations that as a coach it makes you nervous. We've got 12 freshmen that have never sort of played that environment before, and so hopefully our guys are ready to play, and we've got a little confidence right now. But it's a tough matchup. They've sort of been on the back end, or sort of the wrong end on a couple scores, but they've been up double figures each one of their 3 league games, and just sort of came up short at the end. So they'll be ready to go. We've traditionally had battles with Lincoln Land the last 8 to 10 years, and I don't think tonight will be any different.
Talk a little bit about some of your guys. Who's looking real good for you so far this season?
Well, we just found out probably an hour or two ago that T.J. Tisdale, our one returning sophomore, was just named National Player of the Week for his play last week. And I think in our league he's averaging 26 points and 16 rebounds a game. So he's naturally put together a pretty good string of outings. So it's good for him. It's a really good testament to his hard work, and I'm glad he gets recognized on a national scene like that. But I think that only happens because of our guard play and some of the other guys that we have. You know, the Brody Gronwald from Carthage from Illini West has played really well. Our first league game at 24-25, shoots the ball well. Probably our best defender, and he sort of got into that role a little bit. And then the one other guy that probably highlights our little point guard, Jordan Johnson, has a chance to be as good of a point guard as I've ever been around, and I've had a chance to coach. And he had 19 the other night. He doesn't score. That's not what he does, but he just controls the game a little bit and keeps us in our flow. So I think we've got some individuals playing pretty well, but fortunately we're deep enough that if somebody doesn't play real well, we've got a few other guys in there that have an opportunity.
You know, and the program that you have here, you know about the tradition that's built up over the years. I know coming up here we got Hall of Fame time coming up, and it's a lot of fun. And the homecoming's kind of a new thing you guys are doing this year. I think this program, with you and what Mike started and what you've really shepherded along as a player and now as a coach. I think John Wood basketball has come a long way from the days of the CYO gym.
Yeah, there's no question. Our guys have no idea. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where and I do. Yeah, we try to go down there once a year in practice, and they walk down that, and the locker room in the bottom of the CYO still has John Wood on it, and still with the green lockers, and so our guys are looking around like this was the home for 15 years, and so it's come a long way, and that's a testament to our administrators on this campus, and from Dr. Letts and the presidents that we've had here to Mike Elby and his position now on campus, that we've had the support to be able to do this. So it's come a long way. We still have a ways to go, but I think if those of us that have been around long enough to know, I think that we're in a pretty good spot, and we're starting to make headway in the right direction.
And having a record when you're 14-7 and 3-0 in the conference, that's a nice start. Like you said, it might just be the third inning or whatever, but hey, it's better than being on the opposite end of that.
Yeah, it's the third inning score, but I'd much rather be ahead in the third inning than behind. And so yeah, we've strung some games along. Our last 2 seasons have been pretty good, and I think we're starting to carry over a little bit of momentum from last year's sort of postseason run. And again, with 12 freshmen, we had to go through some growing pains there a little bit, and guys sort of figure out roles. I had to figure out how to coach them, and I don't think we've got it figured out yet, but we're starting to get that established a little bit. And again, I think if we keep making progress, this group has a chance to be pretty good.
Well, again, I want to thank you for your time. We're glad to be here. We're having a lot of fun doing your games so far, and I know the ones we've done so far is kind of the first play-by-play we've done to them, so we're going to do some more of that this season. It's great to be here. Like I said, you guys are very accommodating. The facility's great to do it, and like I said, we will talk to you again on Saturday.
Hey, we appreciate you guys, too. This got a chance to really turn into something really, really cool. So we appreciate you and Quincy Journal and Star Radio to sort of jump on board here a little bit, and hopefully we'll put something on the floor that's worth watching.
All right, that's Brad Hoyt, the coach at John Wood Community College. We'll be back after this.
A funeral service is more than an end to life. It's a remembrance, a time to commemorate all that person meant to us.
My dad meant so much to us. It was hard to know where to begin.
Our caring staff will help you make it a fitting farewell with sensitivity, compassion, and respect. Hanson Spear Funeral Home, celebrating a life well lived.
When you've had an injury or illness that slowed you down, waiting to get back to your normal routine can be discouraging. The primary goal of our physical therapy services at Quincy Medical Group is to help you return to the activities you love. In Quincy, Mount Sterling, Pittsfield, Lewistown, and Canton, we offer over 75 years of combined experience in restoring function and decreasing pain. Our comprehensive team is ready to assist you. Now in 5 locations, Quincy Medical Group's Therapy Services Department.
Students, what better place to open your first checking account than Bank of Quincy? With an initial deposit of just $50, you'll receive your first ATM Visa debit card and your first book of checks free. At Bank of Quincy, you'll be able to do your banking and pay your bills online too. For more, come see us at 12th and Broadway or 48th and Broadway, helping you to grow. That's what we do at Bank of Quincy, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
In the past, everyone came to you and you did business at your own kitchen table.
This is Financial Services Representative Michael Libman with MetLife in Quincy. I still make house calls. I'll confidentially ask you questions to help you make decisions about your life insurance, IRAs, long-term care insurance, investing and estate planning. Call me and I'll come sit with you at your kitchen table.
MetLife offers financial services and life insurance. Call Michael Libman. He makes house calls.
What's a podiatrist? A foot doctor. A foot doctor? I didn't know there was such a thing. There is. 25 years ago, I started out with a business plan and a dream. I went to 3 area banks. First Bankers Trust said it was great, and they asked me if I wanted more money than what I was asking for. But that was the start of my relationship with First Bankers Trust. My dreams have come true.
First Bankers Trust, your bank of dreams.
As a parent, I would recommend John Wood. There's a big misconception that you don't get the college experience until you actually go away to a school. Both of my daughters have thrived at John Wood. John Wood instructors and staff take a real serious interest. All of her classes transferred, no problem. John Wood gave both my kids a great start, a no-brainer for us. My name is Doug Porter, and I'm the proud father of 2 daughters who attended John Wood Community College. It's your college for your life.
Design, build, and transport products for the future right here at John Wood Community College. John Wood provides the training you need to get the good paying job you want. Employers are looking for highly skilled technical workers in manufacturing, electrical, construction, computer-aided design, truck driver training. Getting started is easier than you think. Call John Wood today or go online at jwcc.edu. John Wood Community College. It's your college for your life.
Students, what better place to open your first checking account than Bank of Quincy? With an initial deposit of just $50, you'll receive your first ATM Visa debit card and your first book of checks free. At Bank of Quincy, you'll be able to do your banking and pay your bills online too. For more, come see us at 12th and Broadway or 48th and Broadway, helping you to grow. That's what we do at Bank of Quincy, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
When you've had an injury or illness that slowed you down, waiting to get back to your normal routine can be discouraging. The primary goal of our physical therapy services at Quincy Medical Group is to help you return to the activities you love. In Quincy, Mount Sterling, Pittsfield, Lewistown, and Canton, we offer over 75 years of combined experience in restoring function and decreasing pain. Our comprehensive team is ready to assist you. Now in 5 locations, Quincy Medical Group's Therapy Services Department.
A funeral service is more than an end to life. It's a remembrance, a time to commemorate all that person meant to us.
My dad meant so much to us. It was hard to know where to begin.
Our caring staff will help you make it a fitting farewell, with sensitivity, compassion, and respect. Hanson Spear Funeral Home, celebrating a life well lived.
In the past, everyone came to you and you did business at your own kitchen table.
This is Financial Services Representative Michael Libman with MetLife in Quincy. I still make house calls. I'll confidentially ask you questions to help you make decisions about your life insurance, IRAs, long-term care insurance, investing, and estate planning. Call me and I'll come sit with you at your kitchen table.
MetLife offers financial services and life insurance. Call Michael Libman. He makes house calls.
What's a podiatrist? A foot doctor. A foot doctor? I didn't know there was such a thing. There is. 25 years ago, I started out with a business plan and a dream. I went to 3 area banks. First Bankers Trust said it was great, and they asked me if I wanted more money than what I was asking for. But that was the start of my relationship with First Bankers Trust. My dreams have come true.
First Bankers Trust, your bank of dreams.
When you've had an injury or illness that slowed you down, waiting to get back to your normal routine can be discouraging. The primary goal of our physical therapy services at Quincy Medical Group is to help you return to the activities you love. In Quincy, Mount Sterling, Pittsfield, Lewistown, and Canton, we offer over 75 years of combined experience in restoring function and decreasing pain. Our comprehensive team is ready to assist you. Now in 5 locations, Quincy Medical Group's Therapy Services Department.
And we have the same starting 5 out for Lincoln Land as well. Mixmaster, whoever the DJ is, was going to have to turn off the tunes here so we can get some basketball going. And we do. John Wood with possession as we start the second half. Shot up and no good. Tracking it down in the corner. Nice save. And it stays with the Lady Blazers. O'Brien out of Pittsfield running the show. Now it's White. Top of the key. Little hook pass down inside is 4. Gets it down to Brianna Taylor. Basket up and in. And it's 50-22 as we start the second half. John Wood well in command as the Lady Blazers look to even their Midwest Athletic Conference standings record to 2-2. Turnover and basket up and in by Shea O'Brien, and it's ballooned to a 30-point lead. Lincoln Land driving, stopping and popping and getting on the scoreboard. Kelsey Forsyth knocks it down with a little jumper in the lane. White drives off the screen, has the ball on left wing. O'Brien up top. Fires for 3. Shea O'Brien with 19 points. She has 19 of the Lady Blazers, 55. Lincoln Land answers. Brianna Lewis with the basket. Little token full court pressure by Lincoln Land, but not much as White brings it up. Works off the screen, drives, kicks it out on the wing. High post to 4. Now it's Taylor. O'Brien going to drive, going to put it up and in. And basket and a foul. Foul's going to be on Shelby Krager. It's her second foul as O'Brien goes to the line. And she's having a whale of a game. We told you she had 27 in the outing Sunday against Parkland. She had 14 in the first half. And she's got 21 total right now as she misses the free throw. But her team has a 31-point lead as John Wood leads 57-26 early in the second half on Mountain Dew Court. Lincoln Land's guard gets away with the travel, but she turns it over anyway. O'Brien, a little behind the back at the timeline. She's just going to drive all the way around, scoops it up, but can't get it to fall. Good hard work, good creativity by O'Brien. She just couldn't get it to pay off. And now it's a steal by Caitlin White. Bounce pass ahead, basket up, and can't get it to fall. But Erica Brown's going to go to the free throw line for the Lady Blazers. Kelsey Easton with the foul on the Lady Loggers, and Brown at the free throw line. First one's good. Erica Brown has 9 points now for John Wood. She can't hit the second. Lincoln Land with a rebound. They've got some work to do as they trail by 32. Steal. Coming the other way. White with the basket up. Oh, she can't get it to go. Lincoln Land the other way. Lincoln Land really struggling offensively tonight. Can't get anything to fall and some bad turnovers. There's a driving scoop basket by Jessica Armour as she still has her team down by 30 after that basket. O'Brien with it, lobs it inside, and it's going to be a turnover. And here we go the other way. Stripped away. Lincoln Land with it. Three-pointer is short. And Caitlin White with the rebound. 3-on-2. Bounce pass ahead nicely. No call as Ashlyn Four is absolutely hammered on the way up, as you clearly saw on the video. Lots of contact, but no call as Lincoln Land goes the other way. Maybe a little bit of whistle swallowing with a 30-point lead. Perhaps the officials have some dinner reservations somewhere. Drive to the basket, up and in, and as soon as I say that, they call the foul as Brianna Lewis is fouled on the way up. And that's going to be on Brianna Taylor. Hannah Reller will check in for John Wood as Sloman and Haley Lockhart come in. O'Brien with the basketball. Top of the key, picks up her dribble. Little trouble, but Reller bails her out. Caitlin White will run the show now. She gets a nice high post screen from Brianna Taylor. Shot goes up as she kicks it over to Shea O'Brien. Another three-pointer. O'Brien just on fire tonight. Another 20-plus point effort to her belt. Air ball tossed up by Jessica Armour. White coming the other way for John Wood. And we'll get a foul. Foul's going to be on Molly Sloman. That's her second foul. Amanda Scott going to check in. She had 6 points in the first half for the Lady Blazers. Shea Barrett also checking in. Barrett had a pair of points. Rebound inside, and Scott is going to get fouled as she caught the ball and was knocked to the ground. Haley Lockhart, the guilty party there for Lincoln Land. John Wood gets the ball in. O'Brien, hard bounce pass inside. It's going to get kicked away. And a scrum on the floor, and we're going to get a timeout. Lincoln Land takes a timeout. We'll take a 30-second break here. John Wood leading 61-30 on QJTV.
What's a podiatrist? A foot doctor. A foot doctor? I didn't know there was such a thing. There is. 25 years ago, I started out with a business plan and a dream. I went to 3 area banks. First Bankers Trust said it was great, and they asked me if I wanted more money than what I was asking for. But that was the start of my relationship with First Bankers Trust. My dreams have come true.
First Bankers Trust, your bank of dreams.
"24 points leading the way as the John Wood Community College Lady Trailblazers have a 61-30 lead with 14:25 remaining in the ball game here at the Student Activity Center on the campus of John Wood Community College. Bob Goff bringing you the action on Quincy Journal TV, QJTV. Shot is up, no good. Rebound O'Brien. We'll be back here with Lady Blazer and Blazer action on Saturday. It's Alumni Day, Alumni Saturday, and the Blazers are hosting Lewis and Clark. We'll be on at 2 o'clock with the women's game and 4 o'clock with the men's game. Hannah Reller, the Quincy product, has it on the left wing. We got it inside now, but she's going to toss it up top as Amanda Scott tracks it down. She had to throw it back in, and now we'll get a jump ball. And it'll go over to Lincoln Land. Sloan, the point guard for Lincoln Land. She dumps it off to Haley Lockhart. And Lincoln Land really had a lot of trouble getting shots off in this game, and the ones they were getting off early weren't falling, but they've had a lot of turnovers. And getting this one to go, though, as Brianna Lewis scores. She's their leading scorer with 10 points. John Wood with it. Caitlin White has it. She'll stop and pop from 14 and can't get it to fall, but O'Brien tracks it down on the weak side. Shot clock down to 6. Basket up and in. Strong move to the post by Amanda Scott. She's had a very good game. The freshman out of Wentzville, Missouri. Lincoln Land trying to bust the John Wood zone. Driving to the basket and getting it to fall is Brianna Lewis. She's been their offense, the big chunk of it. John Wood leads 63-34 over Lincoln Land with a little over 12 minutes to play in the ball game. Coming up after this one, we'll have John Wood men's action for you, with the men of John Wood hosting the Loggers of Lincoln Land. John Wood, as you heard in the halftime interview with Brad Hoyt, protecting a 3-0 lead in the Midwest Athletic Conference. Off to a very good start. Long three-pointer rattles around and won't go for Armour. Reller catches it under. She's going to kick it back out. Shot goes up, and O'Brien gets that one to bounce all the way around the rim, touch every part of it, and finally fall, as she has 27, matching her total that she had Sunday against Parkland. The Pittsfield product leading the team in scoring with 16.5 points coming in, as Shelby Krager answers for the Lady Loggers. It's 66-36. John Wood up by 30. O'Brien at the point. Works off a screen, drives the lane, tosses it up. Going to have a foul before the shot, it sounds like. Foul's going to be on Shelby Krager. That's her third foul, 5th team foul of the second half, as Lady Blazers will have Lamia White check in, and also Shea Barrett. Reller catches left wing, pops and hits a three. Hannah Reller with a 3-ball. Driving to the basket and not getting it to fall is Andrea Lights. Reller with a good pass inside. Scott with a shot, and she'll get fouled and go to the free throw line. Foul's going to be on Haley Lockhart. That's her 4th foul, and it's team's 6th foul of the second half. And Amanda Scott can't get the free throw to fall, and Shelby Cuffle will check in. She's from Riverton, and a long line of basketball playing Cuffles from Riverton who've had great high school success over the years. And Scott can't cash in. She misses both free throws, and Lincoln Land has it. And the turnover as Lincoln Land can't get the ball in the post, and John Wood will bring it up the other way. Grace Luce with the ball. Luce drives, spins, can't get it to go. Lincoln Land with a rebound. Lincoln Land trying to find a shot. And if it's not coming from Brianna Lewis, they're not generating any offense, and Lewis is on the bench right now. And a double dribble. Turnover by the Lady Loggers. And a bad inbounds pass, but it ends up in the hands of the Lady Blazers, and driving to the basket up and in is Shea Barrett. Barrett's 4th point, a sophomore out of Collinsville, Illinois. Lincoln Land getting a drive to the hole, but the shot goes long, and Amanda Scott comes away with it for John Wood. Pass inside on the post. Nice shot up and in. Barrett, great job. Had the defender on her hip, caught the ball, spun, put it up and in. And the Lady Blazers now sport a 73-36 lead as they've got the Lady Loggers more than doubled up. With just over 9 minutes to go in the contest. We'll remind you we'll have the men's game following. About a 20-minute break in between games, so if you're watching, we thank you and want you to stick with us and take a little bit of a break. We'll take a little break between games here as well and bring you the men's game. Brad Hoyt's team, a 14-7 mark overall and 3-0 in the Midwest Athletic Conference. Lady Blazers are well on their way to evening their record in the Midwest Athletic Conference at 2-2, picking up their 9th win of the season against 13 losses. I don't think I'm jinxing them with a 37-point lead with 8:44 to go. So we'll just say that. Driving to the hole is Amanda Scott, and the Wentzville freshman with another basket as she's in double digits. 12 points, I believe. And she's got 10 points, and at the free throw line here, trying to cash it in. And she knocks it down. The lead is 40 with 8:40 to go. Lincoln Land does get the ball inside, but another turnover. Boy, the Lady Blazer defense, that's going to be the thing to talk to as Amanda Scott drives to the hole and scores. As the post player with a strong move, and she's now got 13. That's the thing to talk to. We're going to talk to Norm Rodriguez at halftime of the men's game. Is the defense has just been outstanding. I mean, Lincoln Land get the ball in the post. They're immediately swarmed, got hands up. They're very, very little offensive production. You know, a lot of times they got some open looks in the first half and just couldn't get them to fall. And Andrea Leitz will go to the basket as John Wood picks up their second foul. And Marlu Peters will check in, her first action. Marlu Peters, she is the tallest player on the roster at 6'1". Shots won't fall, and John Wood will bring it up the other way. And a three-pointer is good by Grace Luce. And it's 81-36. Lincoln Land gets away with a walk. The officials just letting them play. Ball's inside, can't get it to go. Shot up, no good by Cuffle. Amanda Scott running the floor again and gets it up and can't get it to fall. But she ends up with it. Now it's going to go out of bounds, and it will go over to Lincoln Land. Erica Brown will check in for the Lady Blazers. Another inside the paint turnover by Lincoln Land. So many of them tonight. The defense, the post defense for John Wood is very impressive. And Molly Sloman with the retaliation foul that will send Lamia White to the line for John Wood. White looking to break into the scoring column in this one. And she does. 5'8" freshman out of St. Louis, Missouri. And she can't get the second one to fall. Lincoln Land with it. John Wood with an 82-36 lead. Long pass ahead by Sloman. Lights can't get it to fall. John Wood coming the other way. Pass inside to Erica Brown, and it'll go out of bounds and stay with the Lady Blazers. 6:33 remaining in the ballgame. 82-36. All John Wood all night. Working it inside, knocking it knocked away as Tori Conover getting her first action of the night. The 5'10" freshman out of Paloma. Shot goes up, no good, and John Wood will maintain possession. Long pass ahead to Brown. Skip pass, and Conover can't track it down. It'll go the other way. Pass was a little bit behind her, so... Caitlin White going to check back in the game. Shot goes up on the wing. It won't fall as Butterfield can't get it to go, and we'll get a travel. So Lincoln Land will quickly get it back. Sloman tries to pass it inside. Corza has it, and she gets it to go, and that breaks a long scoring drought by the Lady Loggers. It's now 82-38, 5.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. And kicked around inside. We'll get a jump ball, and the ball will stay. The possession stays with John Wood. Scott from the free throw line, can't get it to fall. Rebound pulled down by Lights. Ball's going to go out of bounds. And stay with Lincoln Land with 5 minutes to play. Ashlyn Four is going to check back in. Also Hannah Reller clocking in. And Grace Luce. And we'll take a full timeout here. 82-38, 5 minutes left to play. You're watching John Wood Community College basketball on QJTV.
As a parent, I would recommend John Wood. There's a big misconception that you don't get the college experience until you actually go away to a school. Both of my daughters have thrived at John Wood. John Wood instructors and staff take a real serious interest. All of her classes transferred, no problem. John Wood gave both my kids a great start, a no-brainer for us. My name is Doug Porter, and I'm the proud father of 2 daughters who attended John Wood Community College. It's your college for your life.
Design, build, and transport products for the future right here at John Wood Community College. John Wood provides the training you need to get the good paying job you want. Employers are looking for highly skilled technical workers in manufacturing, electrical, construction, computer-aided design, truck driver training. Getting started is easier than you think. Call John Wood today or go online at jwcc.edu. John Wood Community College. It's your college for your life.
And welcome back to the Student Activity Center and Mountain Dew Court here at John Wood Community College. Lady Blazers up 82-38. They have dominated this one from start to finish. As Lincoln Land trying to find something positive to end this night on, but going to be a long trip back to Springfield. And we do get a basket there for the Lady Loggers. And quickly the other way come the Lady Blazers. Hannah Reller with it as she gets in the scoring column and tries to complete the old-fashioned three-point play and put the 85th point on the board if she can. 84-40 is your score. Kelsey Easton will check in for Lincoln Land. I'll say the trip to Springfield these days is real quick and easy on I-72, but probably a little longer ride back for the Lady Loggers after this one because they were manhandled tonight. Driving to the basket and too hard off the glass by Lights, but they'll get the rebound and put it back up and in. Three-pointer, too long by Luce. And the Lady Loggers will come the other way. Cuffle with it. Down on the baseline, spin move. Shot goes up and in by Anna Butterfield. 84-44 with 4 minutes remaining. And John Wood, yeah, happy locker room tonight. Driving to the hole, no. Basket up and in for Marlu Peters, who gets her first points of the night. And we'll get a foul on the Lady Blazers. Grace Luce, third team foul. And Bria Hill will check in, a 6-foot freshman center out of St. Louis. And John Wood has cleared the bench. Everybody has played tonight, with Bria Hill checking into the game for Norm Rodriguez. Running shot in the lane, up and in by Andrea Leitz. It's 86-46 with 3:30 remaining. And a soft floater by Caitlin White makes it, and we'll take a timeout as Norm Rodriguez calls one. 88-46, John Wood leading with 3:18. You're watching Blazer basketball on QJTV.
In the past, everyone came to you and you did business at your own kitchen table.
This is Financial Services Representative Michael Libman with MetLife in Quincy. I still make house calls. I'll confidentially ask you questions to help you make decisions about your life insurance, IRAs, long-term care insurance, investing and estate planning. Call me and I'll come sit with you at your kitchen table.
MetLife offers financial services and life insurance. Call Michael Libman. He makes house calls.
What's a podiatrist? A foot doctor. A foot doctor? I didn't know there was such a thing. There is. 25 years ago, I started out with a business plan and a dream. I went to 3 area banks. First Bankers Trust said it was great, and they asked me if I wanted more money than what I was asking for. But that was the start of my relationship with First Bankers Trust. My dreams have come true.
First Bankers Trust, your bank of dreams.
Okay, 3:18 remaining, 88-46 is your score. John Wood in command over Lincoln Land. Coming up, the men's game. We'll take a little break after this, between games, and then we'll have the men's game. Hannah Reller with the foul, 4th team foul. Lincoln Land retains possession, and again, trying to find some way to finish strong here, and maybe a couple of things the coach can use to take home, and can't get that shot to fall. Rebound pulled down by Tori Conover. Caitlin White, and we got a whistle. Technical foul on Coach Rodriguez. I don't know what a coach has to say to get a technical foul called when he's up 42 with under 3 minutes to go. If I'm the official, I want to get home and get a nice dinner. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to probably let it go. And I've known and watched Norm Rodriguez coach a lot of games, and he's a nice fella. I don't see he could do anything that would upset an official. You know, like I said, I don't want to get out here, get my shower, grab some grub and a cold one, but hey, whatever. 88-47, John Wood well in command with 2:51 remaining in the ball game. You know, I'm guessing Norm Rodriguez is a big Cardinal fan. Perhaps the official said something derogatory about the Cardinals. I don't know. Maybe he's a Cub fan. I don't know. But John Wood has the ball as we try to finish up here, and John Wood's reserves are getting some time. I believe Caitlin White is the lone starter left in the ball game. Bria Hill from the baseline can't get it to go. Reller with a nice weak side board. Reller over to Caitlin White. Driving basket and scoring is Tori Conover as she gets her first points on the board. The Paloma product puts the 90th point on the board. Shot up and no good as Shelby Cuffle can't get it to go. You know, if the Lady Blazers push it, they could get a C note here, but they're going to work it around. White top of the key over on the wing. Conover turned it over. She palmed it. It'll go the other way. 90-47 with a buck $1:45 left in this one. Lincoln Land with it. Long three-pointer. Boom. Kelsey Easton with the three makes it 90-50. And Marlou Peters will check back in for the Lady Blazers. The quick timeout. We'll just keep it here because that was merely a substitution timeout as Coach Rodriguez just wanted to get Marlou Peters into the game. We will talk to Norm Rodriguez at halftime of the men's game about his blowout win here as the Lady Blazers bring their conference record back up to 500. Rebound pulled, but we're going to get a foul. Anna Butterfield with the foul for Lincoln Land, and that's going to put Hannah Reller at the free throw line. Reller, the freshman from Quincy High, misfires on the first one. Second one is no good. Lincoln Land with the board. Long pass to Butterfield. Butterfield loses the handle on it, and she throws it into the bench. And it'll be John Wood basketball. As we approach the final minute of play. White drives, dumps it off. Reller from three is long. Lincoln Land pulls it down. 45 seconds and change left. I can say change because they have the decimal points on this clock. So they have it on most clocks these days. But driving up and in. No, it can't fall as lights can't get it to go. And looks like the Lady Blazers calling off the dogs. Caitlin White brings it across the timeline, and she'll send it over to Conover on left wing. Conover dribbles around the top as we reach the final 10 seconds. Bria Hill has it, high post. White has it, she'll just back it out, and the John Wood Community College Lady Trailblazers will come away with a 90-50 win over Lincoln Land. We'll hear from some of our fine sponsors now, take a little bit of a break, and we'll be back with the men's game coming up here in about 20 minutes. It looks like we'll put 20 minutes on the clock, and we'll have John Wood Community College men's basketball coming up, as we said, in 20 minutes after you hear from our fine sponsors. The final again, 90-50. The Lady Blazers improved to 9-13 on the season. You're watching John Wood Community College Trailblazer basketball on Quincy Journal TV.
A funeral service is more than an end to life. It's a remembrance, a time to commemorate all that person meant to us.
My dad meant so much to us. It was hard to know where to begin.
Our caring staff will help you make it a fitting farewell with sensitivity, compassion, and respect. Hanson Spear Funeral Home, celebrating a life well lived.
When you've had an injury or illness that slowed you down, waiting to get back to your normal routine can be discouraging. The primary goal of our physical therapy services at Quincy Medical Group is to help you return to the activities you love. In Quincy, Mount Sterling, Pittsfield, Lewistown, and Canton, we offer over 75 years of combined experience in restoring function and decreasing pain. Our comprehensive team is ready to assist you. Now in 5 locations, Quincy Medical Group's Therapy Services Department.
What's a podiatrist? A foot doctor. A foot doctor? I didn't know there was such a thing. There is. 25 years ago, I started out with a business plan and a dream. I went to 3 area banks. First Bankers Trust said it was great, and they asked me if I wanted more money than what I was asking for. But that was the start of my relationship with First Bankers Trust. My dreams have come true.
First Bankers Trust, your bank of dreams.
In the past, everyone came to you and you did business at your own kitchen table.
This is Financial Services Representative Michael Libman with MetLife in Quincy. I still make house calls. I'll confidentially ask you questions to help you make decisions about your life insurance, IRAs, long-term care insurance, investing and estate planning. Call me and I'll come sit with you at your kitchen table.
MetLife offers financial services and life insurance. Call Michael Libman. He makes house calls.
Students, what better place to open your first checking account than Bank of Quincy? With an initial deposit of just $50, you'll receive your first ATM Visa debit card and your first book of checks free. At Bank of Quincy, you'll be able to do your banking and pay your bills online too. For more, come see us at 12th and Broadway or 48th and Broadway, helping you to grow. That's what we do at Bank of Quincy, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
As a parent, I would recommend John Wood. There's a big misconception that you don't get the college experience until you actually go away to a school. Both of my daughters have thrived at John Wood. John Wood instructors and staff take a real serious interest. All of her classes transferred, no problem. John Wood gave both my kids a great start, a no-brainer for us. My name is Doug Porter, and I'm the proud father of 2 daughters who attended John Wood Community College. It's your college for your life.
Design, build, and transport products for the future right here at John Wood Community College. John Wood provides the training you need to get the good-paying job you want. Employers are looking for highly skilled technical workers in manufacturing, electrical, construction, computer-aided design, truck driver training. Getting started is easier than you think. Call John Wood today or go online at jwcc.edu. John Wood Community College. It's your college for your life.
In the past, everyone came to you and you did business at your own kitchen table.
This is Financial Services Representative Michael Libman with MetLife in Quincy. I still make house calls. I'll confidentially ask you questions to help you make decisions about your life insurance, IRAs, long-term care insurance, investing and estate planning. Call me and I'll come sit with you at your kitchen table.
MetLife offers financial services and life insurance. Call Michael Libman. He makes house calls.
Students, what better place to open your first checking account than Bank of Quincy? With an initial deposit of just $50, you'll receive your first ATM Visa debit card and your first book of checks free. At Bank of Quincy, you'll be able to do your banking and pay your bills online too. For more, come see us at 12th and Broadway or 48th and Broadway, helping you to grow. That's what we do at Bank of Quincy, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
And we are back for the men's game here at John Wood Community College. The Blazers are 14-7 and 3-0 in the Midwest Athletic Conference standings. And we will play the anthem and be back with the starting lineups after this on QJTV.
As a parent, I would recommend John Wood. There's a big misconception that you don't get the college experience until you actually go away to a school. Both of my daughters have thrived at John Wood. John Wood instructors and staff take a real serious interest. All of her classes transferred, no problem. John Wood gave both my kids a great start, a no-brainer for us. My name is Doug Porter, and I'm the proud father of 2 daughters who attended John Wood Community College. It's your college for your life.
Design, build, and transport products for the future right here at John Wood Community College. John Wood provides the training you need to get the good-paying job you want. Employers are looking for highly skilled technical workers in manufacturing, electrical, construction, computer-aided design, truck driver training. Getting started is easier than you think. Call John Wood today or go online at jwcc.edu. John Wood Community College. It's your college for your life.
As a parent, I would recommend John Wood. There's a big
And welcome back to Mountain Dew Court. The Loggers of Lincoln Land Community College. Marcus Graham, sophomore guard out of Timberline High School. Michael Cameron, a freshman guard out of Pleasant Plains. Kendall Davis, freshman guard out of Bartonville Limestone. From Effingham, Jake Stombaugh, a freshman forward. And a sophomore forward from St. Anthony, Effingham St. Anthony, I would imagine, Reed Willenborg. The Loggers enter this game with a 9-11 mark and 0-3 in the Midwest Athletic Conference. As Coach Hoyt said, they like to slow it down. They are more comfortable playing a game in the 50s and 60s as the golden tones of Frank Cash give you the starting lineup here. Jordan Johnson, the freshman point guard out of Chicago, number 10. Brody Gronwald, the 6'1" freshman out of Carthage, a guard. Josh Baldridge, a 6'2" freshman guard out of Indianapolis. Zach Main, the 6'5" sophomore forward out of Camp Point, played for the Panthers of Central High School. And the man in the middle, the 6'7" center, TJ Tisdale Jr. out of Cape Girardeau. Brad Hoyt told us at halftime of the women's game that Tisdale was just named the National Junior College Athletic Association Player of the Week, national honors. And he's been a load, 24/7 a game in points, 15.7 boards. Big number 32 is a man inside for the Blazers. The Blazers are on a 9-game winning streak, and they popped into the top 25 poll this week. They checked in at number 21. So they are playing well. They are 3-0 in the conference, playing an 0-3 team in the conference, but Brad Hoyt knows anything can happen. He just wants his team to keep on doing what they've been doing so far to their start of the conference season. Blazers have it. And they get it inside to the big fella, who goes up and gets fouled. Made himself a little room, but couldn't get it going, get it knocked away, and he will go to the free throw line. Fouls on Kendall Davis and Tisdale at the free throw line. And misfires on the first one. Those numbers we gave you earlier on his 24/7 points and 15/7 boards a game, that's his conference numbers. That's what he's doing in conference play. He's off to a tremendous start, as we said. Hits his second free throw, and John Wood is on the board with a 1-0 lead. Lincoln Land brings it down. Cameron has it. Up top to Davis. Driving the baseline, trying to create a shot. He does. Marcus Graham on the basket for Lincoln Land. Jordan Johnson back up top to Zach Main. Main over to Jordan Johnson. Up top, Gronewald. Gronewald stop, pop from the elbow, good. And the Carthage product with his first points of the game to give John Wood the lead again at 3-2. Stombaugh has it on left wing. Stombaugh with a shot and gets it to fall. 2-point shot for Jake Stombaugh. Boy, the Blazers quick coming the other way. Gronwall thought about it. Gets it to Maine, who reverses it over to Johnson. Up top to Baldridge. Baldridge leading the team in three-point shooting. Tisdale going to shoot from inside the top of the key. Rims around and won't fall. Lincoln Land the other way. Cameron gets to Graham. Graham picks it up back to Cameron. Willenborg has it. The forward from Effingham. Shot goes up, hits the front iron, no good by Stombaugh. Blazers coming the other way with Jordan Johnson, the point guard out of Chicago. Johnson on left wing. He'll fire up a long three, and it's good. Jordan Johnson from way downtown. Cameron with it. Back up top to Kendall Davis. Baseline jumper. It won't fall. Hauled down by Baldridge. Long pass to Jordan. Jordan gets jostled a little bit, but maintains his composure. Now Gronwall has it, and now looks like Jordan Johnson might have turned an ankle. And we'll get a substitution. Aaron Hines, the 5'11 freshman guard out of St. Louis, is going to come in. Brad Hoyt is going to check on Johnson, and we're going to take a quick break here. Well, no, Johnson's getting popped up, so he's going to come off the floor, so we're fine. A little bit of a limp. It looks like he's going to be okay. Baldridge to inbound. And it's knocked away, and it'll be John Wood basketball. Zach Main to inbound. Zach Main sets a high screen, and Blazers try to get the offense going. Jordan Johnson over on the sideline, just trying to walk off the paint, it looks like. And Lincoln Land was trying to save the ball from going out of bounds, but they don't make that happen, so it'll stay with John Wood. And Brody Gronwall will inbound, and the officials discussing something. I'm not sure what the confusion is, but they're trying to determine possession, I guess. And they've asked the coaches to come to center court. And whatever it is, the coaches are just laughing about it, and we'll move on. Although, got to admit, Lincoln Land's coach Chad Jones laughing a little bit more about it than Brad Hoyt was. Nice ball reversal by John Wood. Gronwald with the three, can't get it to go. Lincoln Land coming the other way. Johnson on the sideline, the point guard trying to walk off that ankle problem. He wants to get back out on the floor. Graham, top of the key, gets it on baseline. Swings it back up top to Cameron. Oh, defensive switch didn't go so well for the Blazers, but Willenborg put up an errant shot. John Wood coming the other way. Willenborg, though, doing a nice job of making sure Tisdale doesn't get a hold of the basketball. He's fronting him nicely. 3 from the top of the key won't go as Baldridge can't get it to fall. Lincoln Land the other way. Kendall Davis with the basketball. Now Willenborg on left wing. Over to right wing to Stombaugh. Shot goes up. Left-handed shot is good, and it is a 3. Marcus Graham with a 3. The official took his sweet time saying whether it was a 2 or a 3. It is a 3. Lincoln Land up 7-6. With 15:45 to go in the first half. Three-pointer up, won't go. Tisdale with the board. He puts it back up. He can't get it to fall. And Lincoln Land will come the other way. Cameron with it. And Cameron having a little bit of trouble. Going to get it knocked away. Oh, going to get a foul. And Brad Hoyt not agreeing with the call, but just kind of looks away. And that foul is going to be on Josh Baldridge, the 6'2 freshman guard out of Indianapolis. His first foul, team's first foul of the night. John Wood with the substitution. The freshman guard out of Warsaw, Paxton Harmon, checks in. A very talented player at the high school level. And he's fouled. Aaron Hines also checked in, the 5'11 guard out of St. Louis, and he gets the foul called him. It's the second team foul. Shot inside, turn around, bank up and in. Corey Evok from Plainfield North. Evok makes the basket. It's 9-6 Lincoln Land. And a long 3 won't go as Maine shot it. Couldn't get it to fall. Lincoln Land the other way. Driving to the basket, and we'll get a foul. Offensive foul on Lincoln Land. So Graham with the offensive foul, and John Wood has possession, trailing by 3. Gronwald on right wing. Tried to lob it inside, a turnover as Blazers really having trouble with this man defense from the Loggers. Substitution for Lincoln Land. And Garrett Williams from Galesburg going to check in. Lincoln Land with the ball. 14:30 remaining, first half, 9-6. Lincoln Land leading John Wood. 3 ball up, rattles around, won't go. Strong rebound by Aaron Hines. Blazers come the other way. Hines drives, can't get it to go. Dion Schaffner can't pull the board, the 6'9 freshman out of Athens, Texas, who came in place of Tisdale, who's getting a breather. And quick whistle, but Lincoln Land keeping the ball. Shot driving, getting it to fall is Michael Cameron to give Lincoln Land an 11-6 lead. Long three-pointer won't go by Harmon. Gronwald has it. Gronwald gets it to Hines. Hines on the wing to Paxton Harmon. Harmon with it. And we're going to get a player control foul against John Wood, going to be against Zach Main, and we'll be going the other way. So that's a turnover for the Blazers. Blazers really having trouble getting in any kind of offensive flow. Lincoln Land, Reed Willenborg going to check back in. And Hoyt's going to send Baldridge back in. Tisdale remains on the bench. Hines, some good defense on Derek Smith, the Lincoln Land freshman out of Teutopolis. But Lincoln Land's getting some shots in the paint. And a high arching bank shot by Michael Cameron goes in. Lincoln Land's getting some tremendous looks at the basket. John Wood really struggling offensively. Not much flow, not really creating and getting any offense, creating any shots. The Lincoln Land defense is stifling. And Paxton Harmon drives and gets it to fall. We got an old-fashioned three-point play with a hoop in the arm. That foul is going to be on Derek Smith. Makes it 13-8, and Tisdale going to check back in, and John Wood certainly needs his presence out there. Harmon going to try to complete the old-fashioned three-point play with 12:35 remaining in the first half. He does. 13-9, Lincoln Land leads. And we're going to get a offensive foul on Derek Smith, his second foul. Quick whistle there to benefit the Blazers. Fourth team foul on the Loggers. 13-9, Lincoln Land leading John Wood. Just over 12 minutes remaining, first half. At halftime, we'll talk to a very happy Norm Rodriguez, who saw his Lady Blazers pick up a 40-point win in the lid lifter tonight. Tisdale, strong move to the hole. He's the guy. I mean, you get him the ball on the block. Lincoln Land has no answer for him. But the Blazers have had trouble getting them the ball. Willenborg with the shot. He can't get it to fall. Tisdale with an easy board. Hines the other way to Harmon. Harmon up. And going to get a foul. Fouls on Corey Evac of Lincoln Land. And Jordan Johnson going to check back in, and John Wood certainly happy to get their spark plug back. Harmon to inbound, and it's back up top to Johnson. And again, trying to get the ball into Tisdale, and it doesn't work, as the Lincoln Land defense is doing a good job of denying the John Wood big man. Wide open three, no go. Wide open three, now up and good by Garrett Williams, the sophomore guard out of Galesburg, to give Lincoln Land a 15-11 lead. Harmon has it left wing inside to Tisdale. Tisdale kicks it back out. Three ball, no good. Harmon tipping it up. Excellent work by Harmon to put it back up and in. Paxton Harmon doing good work inside. Lincoln Land the other way. Inside the arc is Stombaugh. Gets it over to Graham. Davis drives. Garrett Williams will drive. Now out on the wing, it's Stombaugh. Feeds it back out. Back iron shot, no good. Here comes Johnson the other way. Blazers can tie or take the lead with a score here. Zach Main up top. Harmon with it. Harmon drives. Shot goes up. Three-pointer good by Zach Main, and the Blazers have the lead at 16-15. 10 minutes remaining, first half. Steal. Baldridge. Layup good. Brad Hoyt wanting his team to pick up the defensive intensity. Davis has it on the block. And Davis turns it over. Ball going to go the other way, and Lincoln Land going to call a timeout. We'll take a break here as well. 30-second timeout. John Wood leads 18-15 on QJTV.
What's a podiatrist? A foot doctor. A foot doctor? I didn't know there was such a thing. There is. 25 years ago, I started out with a business plan and a dream. I went to 3 area banks. First Bankers Trust said it was great, and they asked me if I wanted more money than what I was asking for. But that was the start of my relationship with First Bankers Trust. My dreams have come true.
First Bankers Trust, your bank of dreams.
John Wood has rallied. They now lead 18-15 with 9:25 remaining in the first half, and they have the basketball. Going on a nice little run here. Baldridge has it. Zach Main hit that big three-pointer inside to Tisdale. Tisdale up, strong moving in. 20-15, John Wood, biggest lead of the night. And a walk on the wild side by Stombaugh. Another turnover. And a little 9-point run here by John Wood. Gronewald checks back in for Brad Hoyt's team. Johnson across the timeline. Tisdale up and in. Again, they get him the ball, he's scoring. They did the Loggers, to their credit, have done a nice job of early denial. And shot up, and the drought, albeit a small one, is now over as Marcus Graham scores. Tisdale had scored, then Graham, and a three-pointer by Gronewald rattles around. Tisdale with a strong rebound. He can't get the putback. Loggers coming the other way. Driving to the basket, Graham puts up the shot with the left hand and good. Marcus Graham with the basket. So Lincoln Land counters with 2 baskets. John Wood looked like they were going to go on an onslaught, but Lincoln Land had other plans. Big three-pointer won't go for Baldridge. Loggers coming back the other way. A chance to tie if they can hit a 3. Willenborg has it. Over to Graham. Graham can't get it to go. Tipped up and around, and it's going to end up in the hands of the point guard, Jordan Johnson. Long pass ahead to Zach Main. Main goes up. Main can't get it to fall. And Lincoln Land coming this way. Over on the left wing to Stombaugh. Back up top to Willenborg. Stop and pop from the free throw line. Davis can't get it to go. Rebound Tisdale. Johnson to Gronewald. Main can't get it to go. Uncontested rebound for Peyton Dugan. Freshman from Jacksonville. I believe he's the son of Jacksonville Crimson coach J.R. Dugan. And, losing it out of bounds. Stombaugh can't keep the handle on it. Dion Schaffner going to check in for John Wood, as is Paxton Harmon. Harmon came in and certainly gave this John Wood team a spark. Johnson over on the wing to Gronewald. Harmon has it, right wing. Wide open 3, top of the key, and good for Brody Gronewald. And the Blazer lead is back to 6. Lincoln Land with it up top. Driving to the hole, up, and can't get it to fall. Nice stick back by Corey Evok. Johnson with it. Top of the key. Grunwald gets it to fall. And Brody Grunwald's heating up. 6-point Blazer lead again. Lincoln working around, trying to find a shot. Brad Hoyt said in the interview earlier that they were very deliberate, and they are certainly showing that. And they have found some very nice looks to the basket. Worked it around, found the soft spots, pushed it inside, done a nice job. Baseline shot, no good. Tipped away. Here come the Blazers. Grunwald whips it over to Johnson. Johnson, three-pointer, good. Jordan Johnson. 30-21 in the final 5 minutes of the first half. Garrett Williams, Graham. Inside, Davis had trouble finding the handle, so he kicks it back out top. And it's thrown away. Turnover by Lincoln Land. Harmon over to Grunwald. Grunwald driving baseline. Got a little tied up in midair. Works it around, though. Good job. Harmon going to throw it up. It's no good. Only red shirts inside, and Lincoln Land coming the other way. Cameron with it. Up top to Williams. Working the ball around. Back to Cameron. Inside, loses it. It's John Wood basketball. 4 minutes remaining first half. Blazers up 9. Johnson wide open. Grunwald right wing. Good. Brony Grunwald. And the Blazers have their first double-digit lead of the night, 33-21. Lincoln Land having some issues inside with the John Wood pressure now. Davis misfires the other way. Driving, scoring. Baldridge with the basket. Timeout, Lincoln Land. Blazers up 36-21, 3.5 to go first half on QJTV.
A funeral service is more than an end to life. It's a remembrance, a time to commemorate all that person meant to us.
My dad meant so much to us. It was hard to know where to begin.
Our caring staff will help you make it a fitting farewell with sensitivity, compassion, and respect. Hanson Spear Funeral Home, celebrating a life well lived.
Three and a half minutes to go in the first half. John Wood has opened up a 14-point lead, 35-21 over Lincoln Land. John Wood's gotten hot all of a sudden. Grunwald with some big baskets. And just some excellent work on the defensive end. Lincoln Land, they were getting quality looks early on. That has not been the case. Well, now they do. Get the ball inside, but we're going to get a travel as Evok can't put the basket in without taking steps. Jordan Johnson just going to let the ball roll and save a few seconds. Final 3 minutes of the first half. Coming out of halftime, we'll talk to Norm Rodriguez, the John Wood Community College women's coach, fresh off a 40-point win. There's a three-pointer. Jordan Johnson with his third three-pointer. Second three-pointer? Third three-pointer. He's got 9. Lincoln Land tries to answer but can't. Paxton Harmon with the basketball, gets it ahead. Gronwald looks at it, drives, gets it inside. Nice little hook shot by Schaffner won't go. And Lincoln Land bringing it the other way. Lincoln Land, it's going to be a 2-pointer for Michael Cameron. Two minutes remaining. Johnson with it, over to Gronwald. Gronwald with a 3, won't fall. Rebound pulled down by Derek Smith. Works it inside. Good, strong post move by Corey Evok. As Lincoln Land would like to get this one back to single digits before halftime. Minute 22 remaining. Harmon with it inside, loses the handle, but it goes back up top. Johnson with it, going to drive. He gets stripped. Lincoln Land the other way, going up and in is Marcus Graham with the final minute of the first half. It's 38-27. Johnson over on left wing. Willenborg up top to Harmon. Gronwald with it. Johnson right wing. Johnson going to drive. Gets away with a little push. And he's fouled before the shot. So he will go to the line for 2. And he'll try to get into double-digit scoring. That foul is going to be on Michael Cameron. His first, team 6th. Only 6 fouls for Lincoln Land, only 3 for the Blazers. Tisdale going to check back in. Zach Main going to check back in. Again, okay, shot beforehand, so no free throw shooting. My bad. We're not in the bonus yet. John Wood could milk the clock. There's about a 10-second differential in the shot clock and the game clock, but it doesn't matter as they turn it over inside. There's a 4-second differential, so John Wood will get the basketball back. Conceivably, unless, of course, Lincoln Land managed to shoot and pull its own rebound, but that's not going to happen because they turn it over. Shot clock now off. 20 seconds remaining. Gronwald has it. Johnson up top. 13 seconds. Going to let it tick down inside the final 10 to make something happen. Tisdale, Johnson left wing. Stutter step, drive to the hole. High off the glass, won't go. Lincoln Land with a rebound. Long shot won't go. And the John Wood Trailblazers take a 38-27 lead over Lincoln Land into the locker room. We'll talk to Norm Rodriguez at halftime, and we'll give you some stats. You're watching Blazer Basketball on QJTV.
Wood. There's a big misconception that you don't get the college experience until you actually go away to a school. Both of my daughters have thrived at John Wood. John Wood instructors and staff take a real serious interest. All of her classes transferred, no problem. John Wood gave both my kids a great start, the no-brainer for us. My name is Doug Porter, and I'm the proud father of 2 daughters who attended John Wood Community College. It's your college for your life.
Design, build, and transport products for the future right here at John Wood Community College. John Wood provides the training you need to get the good-paying job you want. Employers are looking for highly skilled technical workers in manufacturing, electrical, construction, computer-aided design, truck driver training. Getting started is easier than you think. Call John Wood today or go online at jwcc.edu. John Wood Community College. It's your college for your life.
In the past, everyone came to you and you did business at your own kitchen table.
This is Financial Services Representative Michael Libman with MetLife in Quincy. I still make house calls. I'll confidentially ask you questions to help you make decisions about your life insurance, IRAs, long-term care insurance, investing, and estate planning. Call me and I'll come sit with you at your kitchen table.
MetLife offers financial services and life insurance. Call Michael Libman. He makes house calls.
A funeral service is more than an end to life. It's a remembrance, a time to commemorate all that person meant to us.
My dad meant so much to us. It was hard to know where to begin.
Our caring staff will help you make it a fitting farewell with sensitivity, compassion, and respect. Hanson Spear Funeral Home, celebrating a life well lived.
When you've had an injury or illness that slowed you down, waiting to get back to your normal routine can be discouraging. The primary goal of our physical therapy services at Quincy Medical Group is to help you return to the activities you love. In Quincy, Mount Sterling, Pittsfield, Lewistown, and Canton, we offer over 75 years of combined experience in restoring function and decreasing pain. Our comprehensive team is ready to assist you. Now in 5 locations, Quincy Medical Group's Therapy Services Department.
And we are with Coach Norm Rodriguez of John Wood Community College. His Lady Blazers, a 90-50 win over Lincoln Land in the first half of our doubleheader here tonight. Coach, congratulations. You said early on that was kind of something you've been waiting for.
Yeah, we've definitely got the talent. We've known we've had the talent for a long time, and it was just a matter of getting the girls to flip the switch and learn that college basketball is different than high school basketball. And they did pretty well tonight, so we're hoping that the switch is flipped, and then we can go on a nice little run now, because that was a pretty nice win over a pretty good team who was ahead of us in the seeding, in the standings. Now we've kind of flip-flopped with that now, but yeah, I expected a very, very, very tough and difficult game, and the girls were up to the challenge and played really well.
Shea O'Brien, another 27-point outing back-to-back. Wow, she's really been a spark plug for you guys.
Yeah, she has. She's the one that's figured it out first. I mean, she's figured it out. It took her a while, but somewhere over Christmas break, she figured it out, and it started with our tournament down in Lakeland, and she's been on a roll ever since, and it was a quiet 27 tonight. We really didn't think she had 27. I was thinking maybe somewhere between 15 and 20 because of all the other contributions that we had, and we were quite surprised. We only had one other girl in double figures, but we had a whole bunch of girls with 8. We had 27 assists, so that's another thing that shocks me, that she had 27 points and we had 27 assists. But yeah, no, she's definitely been the leader for us, and I think maybe the other girls are starting to catch up.
And as far as the team concept, I mean, I thought your defense was just outstanding tonight.
Well, it's defense. That's been our struggle. I mean, we've been playing really well for halves, and tonight we put together 2 good halves, and they've really played. I mean, that's the best we've played, and I told the girls that's the best team defense that we've played all year, both in our man and in our zone. I mean, they did a very, very good job with that. I was very proud. I'm proud of them always, but I told them even tonight I was even more proud than usual because of the effort and the intensity and the focus that they put into it.
Back up to 500 in conference play. I assume the next goal is to get the overall record up back to that 500 mark.
Yeah, that's always the goal. I mean, we've got that tradition here. We've never had a losing season here, but I've never had a team with 11 freshmen and 3 sophomores either. So it's been a learning experience all the way around for the girls and for the coaches. But, yeah, that's the next goal. Our next goal, and we've talked about that, we want to slowly but surely climb up the conference standings, and then we want to climb up the region standings, because if you get a high enough seed, if you get a 4 seed, 3 seed, 2 seed, or 1 seed, you get first round home game, and that's kind of our goal right now. But it's got to be one step at a time. Let's do conference first and worry about everything else next.
One of the things that Brad and I talked about is how this program, both on the men's and women's side, has grown from those roots at the CYO gym to coming out to this beautiful facility where you get some nice crowds out here. You know, you have been the architect on this on the women's side. I mean, I would hope that you certainly are taking some pride in that, and that you can tell those girls about that tradition and the humble beginnings and where the program is. It's you've really come a long way, I think.
Oh yeah, we have. I mean, it's been a pleasure to watch the program grow. I've been so blessed. The good Lord has blessed me with a lot of great players, with a lot of good talent. I mean, you're only going to coach as good as your talent is, and but we try to get back to the CYO once a year to practice so the girls can see that. And we're starting something new this year. We've had alumni in. We've had so the girls can kind of get in touch with their roots, so to speak. So we've had one alumni group. This Saturday I have 35 alumni and family coming in for our game, and then I think on the 15th I'm going to have some more alumni. And that's something we're going to try to do every year for our Saturday home games, is try to feature some alumni, get the alumni back together, and hook them up with the team, and just connect and reminisce and be proud that they were trailblazers at one point in time, and that they left a tradition. We always say tradition doesn't graduate here, and to enjoy the legacy that they've left.
Well, good win tonight. Coach Rodriguez will be talking to you, and we'll be here for Saturday's game as well, as we said, and thanks for taking some time with us.
Well, thank you, and I want to make special mention of all of our sponsors who are helping us. Thank you very much for doing that. I mean, it's like the people who built this gym. They had the foresight to do something for students and to do something for the community, and for our sponsors to be able to support our student athletes that do put in a lot of time and a lot of effort between classes and between studies. I mean, it means so much to them, for a lot of them with their families back home, to be able to do that. And it just shows what kind of people that they are, that they're willing to step out on a limb, so to speak, and support the student athletes here.
That's Coach Norm Rodriguez. His Lady Blazers, a big win tonight. We'll be back with the second half of the men's game right after this on QJTV.
As a parent, I would recommend John Wood. There's a big misconception that you don't get the college experience until you actually go away to a school. Both of my daughters have thrived at John Wood. John Wood instructors and staff take a real serious interest. All of her classes transferred, no problem. John Wood gave both my kids a great start, a no-brainer for us. My name is Doug Porter, and I'm the proud father of two daughters who attended John Wood Community College. It's your college for your life.
Design, build, and transport products for the future right here at John Wood Community College. John Wood provides the training you need to get the good paying job you want. Employers are looking for highly skilled technical workers in manufacturing, electrical, construction, computer-aided design, truck driver training. Getting started is easier than you think. Call John Wood today or go online at jwcc.edu. John Wood Community College. It's your college for your life.
As a parent, I would recommend John Wood. There's a big misconception that you don't get to.
In the past, everyone came to you and you did business at your own kitchen table.
This is Financial Services Representative Michael Libman with MetLife in Quincy. I still make house calls. I'll confidentially ask you questions to help you make decisions about your life insurance, IRAs, long-term care insurance, investing and estate planning. Call me and I'll come sit with you at your kitchen table.
MetLife offers financial services and life insurance. Call Michael Libman. He makes house calls.
What's a podiatrist? A foot doctor. A foot doctor? I didn't know there was such a thing. There is. 25 years ago, I started out with a business plan and a dream. I went to 3 area banks. First Bankers Trust said it was great, and they asked me if I wanted more money than what I was asking for. But that was the start of my relationship with First Bankers Trust. My dreams have come true.
First Bankers Trust, your bank of dreams.
When you've had an injury or illness that slowed you down, waiting to get back to your normal routine can be discouraging. The primary goal of our physical therapy services at Quincy Medical Group is to help you return to the activities you love. In Quincy, Mount Sterling, Pittsfield, Lewistown, and Canton, We offer over 75 years of combined experience in restoring function and decreasing pain. Our comprehensive team is ready to assist you. Now in 5 locations, Quincy Medical Group's Therapy Services Department.
Students, what better place to open your first checking account than Bank of Quincy? With an initial deposit of just $50, you'll receive your first ATM Visa debit card and your first book of checks free. At Bank of Quincy, you'll be able to do your banking and pay your bills online too. For more, come see us at 12th and Broadway or 48th and Broadway, helping you to grow. That's what we do at Bank of Quincy, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
A funeral service is more than an end to life. It's a remembrance, a time to commemorate all that person meant to us.
My dad meant so much to us. It was hard to know where to begin.
Our caring staff will help you make it a fitting farewell with sensitivity, compassion, and respect. Hanson Spear Funeral Home, celebrating a life well lived.
And welcome back to the Student Activity Center on the campus of John Wood Community College. Bob Goff bringing you Trailblazer basketball, 38-27. John Wood currently leading Lincoln Land. John Wood enters this game ranked 21st in the country with a 14-7 mark and 3-0 in the conference. Lincoln Land at the bottom of the conference at 0-3 and a 9-11 mark overall. John Wood being led in scoring by Brody Gronwald, 10 points. Jordan Johnson's got 9 with 3 threes. TJ Tisdale has 7. Paxton Harmon with 5. Josh Baldridge with 4. And Zach Main with 3. For Lincoln Land, Marcus Graham, their leader, with 11 points, followed by Michael Cameron with 6. Corey Evok with 5. Garrett Williams with 3. And Jake Stombaugh with 2. And we are back with second half action. Lincoln Land with the ball, trailing by 11. And a running one-hander up and in by Marcus Graham as he gets the deficit cut down to single digits. And John Wood with the ball. Johnson up top to Main. Over on the wing to Gronwald, inside to Tisdale. Tisdale strong to the hole, and he's fouled. Again, when TJ Tisdale gets the ball on the block, the only way you deny him is by fouling him. He is strong. He gets the guy on the hip. He goes to the basket. The sophomore from Cape Girardeau, Missouri, hits the first one and makes it a 10-point lead again for the Blazers at 39-29 early in the second half. Second one's good. Michael Cameron with the ball. Driving to the basket, no good for Stombaugh. Blazers come the other way. Johnson. Baldridge inside to Tisdale. Tisdale strong to the hole and in. 42-29, John Wood. Stombaugh, right wing to Cameron. Cameron over to Cameron. It was Cameron to Graham, Graham to Cameron. Now it's Davis. Long three-pointer is good for Graham. He has 14 to lead the Loggers. It's a 10-point game again. Gronewald on right wing. Skip pass across to Johnson. Tisdale on the block, back to Johnson. Johnson fakes the three. He's got 3 threes tonight. Tisdale down low. Double team, triple team. He kicks it back out to Maine. Swings over to Gronwald. Gronwald fakes the shot, drives to the hole. Gronwald can't get it to go. Tisdale with the rebound and the basket. Again, the Loggers have no answers for the 6'7" sophomore out of Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Stombaugh had it at the top of the key, didn't do anything with it. Now it's Graham. Graham back out to Cameron. Cameron drives, backs it back out. Over on right wing. Driving to the basket strong is Reed Willenborg. He goes over a swatting TJ Tisdale. Johnson skip pass to Gronwald. Long three-pointer, good. Brody Gronwald was about 3 feet behind the arc and drained it. 47-34 Blazers with 17 minutes and change left in the game. Left wing, Stombaugh. Up top, Kendall Davis. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebound, Tisdale slaps it into Maine. Tisdale driving to the basket. Can't get it to fall. He'll go to the line. Second team foul on the Loggers. Stombaugh, his first foul. Tisdale at the stripe. He gets it to go. Checking into the ball game for the Blazers is Paxton Harmon, a 6'5" freshman from Warsaw. Tisdale knocks down his second one. 49-34. John Wood, its biggest lead of the night at 15. Hook shot by Evok goes up and in. Johnson with it for the Blazers. In the corner, Grunwald back up. Johnson, reversal all the way over to Baldridge. Grunwald skip pass to Johnson. Johnson, three-pointer in the corner. Good! Jordan Johnson with 4 threes on the night. Graham backs it out. Sit over to Kendall Davis. Left wing to Baldridge. Steal by Johnson. Strong to the hole, creates some space, up and in. He has 14. That ankle's bothering him a little bit, though. He's hobbling a bit, so I imagine if this lead gets any bigger, Coach Hoyt's probably going to get him on the sideline and get him some ice, because he is, when he's exploding, you can see a bit of a grimace on the point guard's face. Left corner, Graham. Graham drives baseline and passes it over, but Johnson tracks it down. Derek Smith will check in for Lincolnland. We have 15:04 remaining in the ball game. John Wood up 54-36. Shot up and short. Another shot, no good, as Cameron misfires. John Wood coming the other way. Johnson with it. Johnson driving to the hole once again, gets it up and can't convert, but he'll go to the free throw line. Foul on the Loggers, Evok. His second 3 team fouls for the Loggers here in the second half. Johnson at the free throw line. Good. Galat Talang checks in for John Wood. Talang is a 6'4 freshman of Des Moines, Iowa. Johnson can't get it to go. 55-36 Blazers, 14:40 remaining. Cameron over to Evok. Evok back up top to Graham. Graham, the leading scorer for the Loggers with 14. Johnson gives up the baseline. Spin move beats him. Pass inside to Graham, and we'll get a foul. First foul on the Blazers in the second half. Harmon with the foul. His first, team's first of the second half. Graham to shoot for the Loggers. Their leading scorer, as we said earlier, with 14, make it 15. And the second's good. Twang has it, gets it up top. Gronewald a long three, good. Boy, Brody Gronewald, what a nice stroke. 2-3 feet outside the arc. They're leaving him open, and he's just banging it away all day. Blazers now up by 20. Derek Smith with it, bounce pass inside. And we get a foul on the Blazers. Foul's going to be on Twang. That's his first. Checking into the ball game, Aaron Hines will come in to give Johnson a little bit of a break. Johnson led a little bit of a limp, so a 20-point game in the second half. We'll see how long he's going to stay in, but he goes all the way to the end of the bench to get a little water. Graham, three-pointer, nope, two, said foot was on the line. But Graham hits the jump shot for the Loggers. Gronewald to Harmon. Up top, swings it over. Twang. Harmon going to drive, spin to the hole, put it up, can't get it to go. And we'll get a foul. And that foul is going to be on Derek Smith, his third. Team's fourth of the second half. Inside of Tisdale, he's going to kick it back out. Twang going to drive to the hole, gets it up and in. Galat Twang. And we're going to get a timeout. Timeout by John Wood. Full timeout. 60-40. John Wood leads Lincoln Land on QJTV.
That you don't get the college experience until you actually go away to a school. Both of my daughters have thrived at John Wood. John Wood instructors and staff take a real serious interest. All of her classes transferred, no problem. John Wood gave both my kids a great start, a no-brainer for us. My name is Doug Porter, and I'm the proud father of two daughters who attended John Wood Community College. It's your college for your life.
Design, build, and transport products for the future right here at John Wood Community College. John Wood provides the training you need to get the good-paying job you want. Employers are looking for highly skilled technical workers in manufacturing, electrical, construction, computer-aided design, truck driver training. Getting started is easier than you think. Call John Wood today or go online at jwcc.edu. John Wood Community College. It's your college for your life.
As a parent,
Welcome back to the Student Activity Center on the campus of John Wood Community College. Bob Goff bringing you Blazer basketball, and John Wood well in command over Lincoln Land, a 60-40 lead with 13:08 remaining in the ball game. Lady Blazers had a 40-point win earlier, and Brad Hoyt's bunch looking to improve to 15-7 and 4-0 in the Midwest Athletic Conference. Lincoln Land, the shot by Corey Evok goes up and it's no good, but we have a foul. And Dion Schaffner, the 6'9 freshman out of Athens, Texas. Shot no good. Checking in for Lincoln Land is Peyton Dugan, the Jacksonville product. Pair of misses. Hines with the rebound for the Blazers. Gronwald up top. Harmon. Gronwald going to drive baseline. Gets in a little bit of trouble. Finds Harmon. Good. Paxton Harmon with a three-pointer. He's got 8. Rejected. Nice block shot inside by Harmon, and we'll get a foul. Foul's going to be on Dion Schaffner. His second foul will be the 4th team foul against the Blazers. Derek Smith at the free throw line shooting 2 for the Loggers. First shot good. And Josh Baldridge going to check in and give Brody Gronwald a break. Gronwald with 16. He has 4 threes on the night. His backcourt mate, Jordan Johnson, also with 4 threes. As John Woods really had it working from the outside. They had it really cold the first 4 minutes, but after that they have just been filling it up. Paxton Harmon up top. Looking for some place to go. Gets it over on the right wing. Baldridge loses the handle. He gets the ball inside to Schaffner. Schaffner loses the handle. A scrum at the free throw line and a jump ball. And possession remains with the Blazers. Baldridge to inbound for John Wood. Hines has it up top. Tries to drive off a Harmon screen, gets on the baseline to Schaffner, who shoots the short jumper as time expires on the shot clock. Nicely run piece of offense there by the Blazers. It's 65-42. John Wood with 11:30 left in the contest. Lincoln Land trying to work around the perimeter, trying to find something. They do find an open shot, but it's short. Rebound hauled down. Here come the Blazers. Baldridge driving, dumps it off to Schaffner. Schaffner inside. Back. Schaffner has it again. A little give and go. 2-man game. Turnaround. Short. Rebound hauled down. Weak side by Twang. Twang looking to go somewhere, and he just turns it over. Garrett Williams coming the other way for the Loggers. He'll pull it out. Up top of the key to Dugan. Over baseline and a foul. Schaffner's got that what me look on his face, so I think that's who the foul's on. Indeed it is. His 3rd foul. 5th team foul. And Tisdale got up like he was thinking he was going to go back in, but not yet. With a 23-point lead, Hoyt can afford to give him a little rope. And another quick foul. This one's going to be on Galat Twang. Twang's 2nd foul, and John Wood's got 6 now. Lincoln Land looking to inbounds. They do to Evok. Evok gets Schaffner on his hip. Little running hook. Can't get it to go. Blazers coming the other way. Harmon has to track down an errant pass. Harmon driving top of the key. Gets it over to Twang. Twang drives inside amidst a bunch of red shirts, and the Blazers are just going to pull it out and restart the offense with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Harmon drives. Looking. Skip pass over. Galat Twang. No good. Harmon, weak side rebound, though. Dishes it back up. Basket up and in. Twang was flashing the lane. Nicely done. Zach Main, the Camp Point Central product, getting ready to check back in. With 10 minutes remaining in the ball game, Blazers up 25. Inside move, and we're going to get a walk by Derek Smith. And Main is going to check in for the Blazers. Hines will bring the ball up the floor, the freshman point guard out of St. Louis. Tisdale and Main are the only two sophomores on this roster. As Brad Hoyt told us when we talked to him at halftime of the women's game, when you got 12 freshmen, you got to work them in, and they got to learn. Aaron Hines, very nice job driving to the basket. Of course, when one of the sophomore you have to build around is Tisdale, you're in pretty good shape. John Wood up 27, long three, no good. Rebound to Wang, the 6'4 freshman out of Des Moines. Inside to Schaffner. Schaffner gets a man, tries to skip pass, passes it out of the paint. Back up top to Main. Main over to Baldridge. Works it inside. Harmon tracks it down, gets it to Main. Main shoots, misses, and we got a foul. Schaffner with the foul. That's going to be his fourth. And looks like there will be a change. Free throws right now, though. Bruce Ogalot, the 6'7 freshman out of Gabon, Africa, going to check in, and he comes in. Schaffner's got 4 fouls. Schaffner with some quality minutes, though, the 6'9 freshman out of Athens, Texas. And Lincoln Land not doing well from the free throw line tonight. Baldridge with a miss. And Zach Main will inbound as the Blazers will come the other way. Hines running the show, as we said. I'm not sure if Jordan Johnson's going to get more time. He had that ankle turn and was grimacing when he was driving to the hole. Main over to Baldridge. Baldridge looks back up top to Main. Baldridge faked the shot, pulled it out, gets it to Hines. Hines from 3. It's way long. It'll bounce off the backboard, but then it bounces off the hands of a logger. So it'll remain John Wood ball with 8:30 in the ball game. 69-42 Blazers. Turnover. Gets it back over to Lincoln Land. Cameron up top to Smith. Smith can't get it to go. Rebound hauled down by Ogalot. Over to Hines. Hines with it. Main. Main got away with a walk on the perimeter. Down in the corner. And a foul. Foul is going to be on Lincoln Land. Reed Willenborg. Be his first, team's 5th foul. Peter Odia, the 6'4 freshman guard out of Des Moines, will check in. John Wood inbounds. Twang has it up to Main. Main over to Odia. Back up top to Hines. Hines running the show. Odia has it. Steal. Cameron going to go the other way and reverse off the glass. Can't get it to go. Maine hustles down and gets it. Hines the other way for John Wood. 7.5 minutes to go. 69-42 Blazers. Maine up top. Maine drives at the elbow, stops, dishes inside, feeds it. Shot up, no good. Ogalot with the miss. And Lincoln Land going the other way. Getting some quality bench minutes here. John Wood with a lot of the reserves getting some time here. Hoyt able to rest a couple of his horses and see what some of these younger guys can do. And you got a 27-point lead with 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Willenborg is going to get fouled by Ogalot. And Willenborg heads back to the free throw line. That's Ogalot's first foul. Shot up and in. Willenborg on the night with 4 points as he makes the free throw. Driving inside, Odia at the basket. Peter Odia. I'm sorry. It's Peter Odia. And we got a timeout. 6:51 remaining, 71-44. John Wood well in command on QJTV.
As a parent, I would recommend John Wood. There's a big misconception that you don't get the college experience until you actually go away to a school. Both of my daughters have thrived at John Wood. John Wood instructors and staff take a real serious interest. All of her classes transferred, no problem. John Wood gave both my kids a great start, a no-brainer for us. My name is Doug Porter, and I'm the proud father of 2 daughters who attended John Wood Community College. It's your college for your life.
Design, build, and transport products for the future right here at John Wood Community College. John Wood provides the training you need to get the good-paying job you want. Employers are looking for highly skilled technical workers in manufacturing, electrical, construction, computer-aided design, truck driver training. Getting started is easier than you think. Call John Wood today or go online at jwcc.edu. John Wood Community College. It's your college for your life.
6:51 remaining in the ball game. John Wood well in command, 71-44, leading over Lincoln Land as the Blazers seek to improve to 4-0 in the Midwest Athletic Conference and to drop Lincoln Land to 0-3 or to 0-4. I'm sorry. Lincoln Land with the inside move won't get it to go as Graham can't get it to fall. He's their leading scorer with 20, but no avail that time. Hines over to Maine. Odia gets stripped on the way up, and he'll be heading to the stripe. Will Pobdelskik with the foul, and Odia at the free throw line for John Wood. Odia yet to crack the scoring column, I don't believe. Oh, he has 2. Odia with 2, and now we're saying it's before the shot, apparently, which wasn't the case, but okay. Odia gets rid of it, tosses it out of bounds, though. It goes off the hands of, looks like it was off the hands of Tawong. Lincoln Land with it. Kendall Davis gets it over. We're going to get a kick. And possession going to stay with Lincoln Land with 6:07 remaining. Dugan up top to Graham. Over on the wing, Podbelsic. Graham with the shot, and he gets it to fall just as the shot clock expires, so puts him to 22. 5.5 to go. Odia drives, going to kick it out. Hines from the corner, can't get it to fall. Gets tipped up and around. Good work on the inside by Twang. And Twang going to kick it outside to Hines. Hines up top, and Hines stepped on the baseline. So we'll be going the other way. Garrett Williams brings the ball up for Lincoln Land. Long three-pointer won't go. Pulled down by Zach Main with the weak side rebound. Passes ahead. Nice long pass to Galat Twang. And we're going to get a timeout by Lincoln Land. Full timeout. We'll take a break here on QJTV.
Students, what better place to open your first checking account than Bank of Quincy? With an initial deposit of just $50, you'll receive your first ATM Visa debit card and your first book of checks free. At Bank of Quincy, you'll be able to do your banking and pay your bills online too. For more, come see us at 12th and Broadway or 48th and Broadway, helping you to grow. That's what we do at Bank of Quincy, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
When you've had an injury or illness that slowed you down, waiting to get back to your normal routine can be discouraging. The primary goal of our physical therapy services at Quincy Medical Group is to help you return to the activities you love. In Quincy, Mount Sterling, Pittsfield, Lewistown, and Canton, we offer over 75 years of combined experience in restoring function and decreasing pain. Our comprehensive team is ready to assist you. Now in 5 locations, Quincy Medical Group's Therapy Services Department.
73-46, John Wood leading Lincoln Land with 4.5 minutes to play as Blazers about to pick up win number 15 on the season. And heading into the final month of the regular season as the Lincoln Land three-pointer goes away, and John Wood running and gonna get a foul in the basket. So Galat Twang, he's heading to the stripe. So John Wood, a full slate of games, 7 games in the month of February. Actually, they've still got this Lincoln Land is their last conference game of the month of January. Then on Saturday, February 1st, they host Illinois Central in what should be a whale of a ball game. Illinois Central is ranked 10th in the country, and we will be bringing you that game. 2 top 25 ranked teams in junior college Division II basketball playing here on Saturday. Should be a great game. If you can't make it out to the Student Activity Center, watch it on QJTV. Should be great game, no doubt about it. So we've got that one on February 1st, and then we'll be heading to Southeastern Community College in Burlington, Iowa, next Tuesday night, because Southeastern is a Division I junior college basketball team, and they've won national titles. They are a traditional power. They've got some talent. They got some guys who are probably going to be playing D1 someday, and so that'll be a great atmosphere because they'll put. Southeastern consistently puts 2,000 or 3,000 people in the stands there. So it should be a lot of fun, and we'll bring that one to you next week. Then they're on the road at Lincoln Land, after playing them here. Then Parkland on the 15th, Illinois Central, and then wrapping up the home slate against Lincoln College on February 22nd. And then we'll go on the road to bring you the Danville game on March 1st. And then they'll be back to Danville the following weekend as the postseason begins. So we'll be bringing you some John Wood basketball action this month, along with our Quincy Notre Dame and Quincy High Fair, and we thank you for that. And, of course, our friends at Star Radio, of course, will provide those calls on the radio, and we'll bring you the action here. Omar El Dorao has checked in for John Wood, and El Dorao with the foul. They're 9th, and at the stripe for Lincoln Land is Stombaugh. 75-46 with 3:08 remaining. Shot no good. Rebound pulled down by Ogalot. Turnover. Lincoln Land going the other way. Two and a half minutes to play. 75-47, Blazers on top. Long pass to no avail. Turnover by the Blazers. Loggers going the other way. Drive to the basket, no good. Miss in the rebound, no good by Stombaugh. But they still have the ball. Another basket, another pass and shot inside, and no good. Back to the free throw line for the Loggers. Stombaugh with a miss. Omar El Dorao dumps it in, and it's a turnover, and the Loggers will go the other way. Final 2 minutes of action, 75-48. Lincoln Land trying to work it around. Three-pointer, no good. Here comes John Wood the other way. Odia. And it's going to go out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Blazers. Driving to the hole, basket up, and in by Peter Odia with the basket. Minute 30 remaining. Stombaugh back up top. We're on the wing is Dugan. Shot up from the baseline and good for Stombaugh. Long shot, no good by Odia. Loggers the other way. Final minute of play. Three-pointer by the Loggers. Longata is no good. Hines has it, and he'll pull it out. 36 seconds on the game clock, 35 seconds or 24 seconds on the shot clock. So Blazers just finishing things up here. Shot won't go for Ogalot. And Lincoln Land coming the other way. No good. The final 16 seconds of play. And Brad Hoyt just telling him to get across the timeline, and we'll wrap this thing up. 77-50. John Wood improves to 15-7 on the season and 4-0 all at the top by themselves in the Midwest Athletic Conference standings. Illinois Central, who's right behind them, comes in here Saturday. You can see that game on QJTV. Again, we'll have John Wood Community College Trailblazer action 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock on Saturday. I want to thank you for watching. Again, the final 77-50, John Wood over Lincoln Land. Good night from John Wood.
In the past, everyone came to you and you did business at your own kitchen table.
This is Financial Services Representative Michael Libman with MetLife in Quincy. I still make house calls. I'll confidentially ask you questions to help you make decisions about your life insurance, IRAs, long-term care insurance, investing and estate planning. Call me and I'll come sit with you at your kitchen table.
MetLife offers financial services and life insurance. Call Michael Libman. He makes house calls.
As a parent, I would recommend John Wood. There's a big misconception that you don't get the college experience until you actually go away to a school. Both of my daughters have thrived at John Wood. John Wood instructors and staff take a real serious interest. All of her classes transferred, no problem. John Wood gave both my kids a great start, a no-brainer for us. My name is Doug Porter, and I'm the proud father of 2 daughters who attended John Wood Community College. It's your college for your life.